So it's Monday the 6th of April. It's an amazing day outside, so I'm going to try and be brief for the latest episode of Pondy Sofa. And it's basically a new format for me where I'm going to be gathering together some stuff that's interesting, discussing it, kind of like a little news updates thing. First bit of news for you, some of you guys may be aware of this competition. There is a label, Icecream Records. It has such a heritage on the garage scene, and they're putting together an album of new talent. So basically, enter the competition. If you have some demos, send them to the address you can see here, djd@icecreamrecords.co.uk. An amazing kind of heritage there. The back catalogue is fantastic, so it's a real good opportunity for you guys to be part of something really interesting. So send off your demos to them, and good luck with that. Now the next thing that I want to bring up is this thing about Axwell and Ingrosso. They came out with some comments that have upset quite a few people. Actually, it's quite interesting, particularly on the underground music production group. Let me just fast forward down the document, and I just want to highlight something here. I'm really interested to see what you guys think of this. So basically, they're saying here, as for the accusations that the group is setting out by dumbing down its sound, Ingrosso defended the mass appeal. This is a quote, right? Underground dance music in the nicest way possible. It's amateur, he said. Now, it's kind of hard to take. Those of us who work on underground sounds, we do feel we put a lot of kind of love and energy into it. And some of us have been doing it a long period of time. So I don't think it's kind of wrong to say it's amateur. Maybe they've been taken out of context here. I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting. There's a whole lot of conversation going on, like I said, on the underground music production group. It would be very interesting to see what your thoughts are. So drop them down into the comments below. The other thing that got me thinking is this whole concept actually of these kind of mainstream artists. You know, a lot of people do use loops and sound packs, sample packs that you can buy, and it's almost as if we're getting to a point where you go and listen to certain top tens and a lot of the tracks sound very similar, and it's almost like you start recognizing things that you've heard before on other tracks. It feels almost as if everything carries on as it is, that the people that are going to succeed are really the ones that have the good marketing, more so than the actual composition skills. People are going to be stringing together like sound-alike packs, and essentially everything's going to blur into the same record. It's just going to have tons of tunes that sound the same, and the individuality in the music is probably going to be where the underground is. And you know, it just means that people are going to have good marketing. That's going to propel them really high up, but we're going to have a whole load of very, very similar sounding tracks. It's almost become, I mean, like club music has become pop music. You know, that's the sort of thing that has happened with pop music all over the years. And if anything, EDM really is pop dance music. You know, that's pretty much what it is. But you know, it's great to see some people doing well out of it financially. You know, it's something that I think there's also this kind of backlash. Some people don't want these guys to make money from it, but ultimately anything where you make a lot of money is usually because it's commercially accessible. So there's lots of kind of pros and cons about this whole situation, but I think it was a little bit unfair to say amateur, to be honest. So on that kind of tone of conversation, here's an article. Actually, I'll put some links up. Anything that I've got on this video, I'm going to put up some links. So this is something that I wrote a while back, and you know, I'm saying that basically if you're doing music making and you're using sample packs, seriously, just try and add your own spin on it. You know, don't use these things as they are, because anybody can do that. So really, I want to encourage you guys to basically, if you're using a sample pack, try and put your own spin on there. Give it some processing, something different at least. Okay, next up, Beatcamp. So this is occurring. This is a really, really great thing to get into. This is occurring on the 11th and 12th of April. So that's, you know, this weekend. There are a few places left here, and this is where they hook up producers together, and it's a session. It's like a complete day where everybody puts their minds together and tries to make tracks. They got some really good hookups with companies. You can see the list here: Focusrite, Island Records. I mean, if you want an opportunity to get your music heard, it's one of those places where the tunes at the end of the session are going to be fed into some of the A&R guys, some of the names you've got listed here. So it's a great opportunity, a really good place to really kind of get together with somebody. I mean, they're matching people up. They're calling it like music dating or something like that, which is funny. Yeah, beat dating. And Mark Langsman, one of the guys involved in this, I've met him. He's a really cool guy. He's you know, he really wants people to really develop their skills and to get opportunities out of this. And it's a great format. So I'll put a link about the video. You can watch it and find out more about Beatcamp. Hurry up if you want to get a place there. I think it's a really, really good concept. What else we got? I did a video about this. I was approached by this guy that basically puts this thing together. So these are Logic scripts. Inside Logic, you've got this scripter MIDI plugin, and what you can do is you can put script in there. So like JavaScript is code, and it can adapt the incoming MIDI data and do something different with it. And this guy's put together a really great set of scripts, and so he's put them available for sale. And I did a video demonstrating these, and I was really, really impressed. So once again, I'll put the link up about this here, and it's wicked. If you want to sound musical without being a musician, it's a really great way to get that happening. So yeah, the company is called Logic Scripts, and there's some good ones there. Now, also, I mentioned last time that I'm going to be performing at Music Messe in Germany on behalf of Steinberg. So I've been working on some routines. There's a little kind of video that I put up here, so you can check that one out. I'll put a link down there too. And then also I've been taking a look at Future Audio Workshop Circle. It's a really wicked synthesizer that has a very visual nature to it. I would say it's very good for learning synthesis. And I did a first impressions video there. And then just a couple more things I want to bring up. I mean, I don't usually feature kind of like commercial stuff, but something really caught my attention. This thing with Pharell Williams and Cara Delevingne, it kind of blew me away, actually. You've got to check it out. I'm not going to play it because it's just going to start messing up all of the whole thing with the algorithms behind the scene on YouTube are going to start saying, well, look, you don't own the rights to play this, so I'm not going to do it. But you seriously have to check it out. The strings, the whole concept of the song, the waltz, you know, time signature, there's something really interesting about it. And the singing, I think it's one of those kind of love it or hate it things, but I really love the whole thing. For me, it's a really interesting piece of art. And this came out in December. I had no idea it had been done, but I think it's fantastic. For me, it's one of my favorite things Pharrell's done. And Cara Delevingne really surprised me. Her voice, although it's a bit rough and ready, there's something really interesting about it. So you've got to check that out. And then also, I mean, this one's really blowing up, this Phono Real Joy. Amazing track. I would say it's the perfect example of a contemporary club tune. You've got to check it out. So anyway, yeah, it's been a bit rough and ready today's episode, but you know, it's a bank holiday. It's a really nice day, and really I should be out in it. I'm going to try and get this format locked down and actually get the whole thing running properly. And so yeah, next time hopefully I'll get that sorted out. And ultimately, I'm trying to get a nice format for you guys. So literally, I want to know all your feedback. If you like this approach, it's kind of like relaxed, informal. Tell me about the kind of things that you'd be interested in seeing coming up on the program. Potentially, I could get some guests. We'll see. That's a trickier part, but maybe done remotely, or even someone joining me on the sofa. So let's see what happens. But anyway, enjoy the rest of the bank holiday, and enjoy the rest of the week as well.